Welcome back to the farm, everyone. Happy springtime. It is early April here at Left Field, and there's a bunch of things I'm going to do in the garden today, so I thought that I would head down, take you with me, and talk to you a little bit about what's going on. I know a lot of you are probably busy planting already, and it's a little bit too early here for us to be planting anything, given that this property is in BC, Canada's southern interior, and so it's still a little bit too cold. The other reason it's we're not ready to plant yet is for any of you who haven't been following the channel yet, this 5-acre piece of property of ours is not our full-time home. We live about 5 hours away on the coast, so until we are ready to spend the whole summer here, we can't be putting in too many delicate plants or things that need too much tending. We'll be coming back next month and putting potatoes in up there, I believe, and onions, but the rest of the plants will have to start off as seedlings back home, and then we'll bring them up in June when we're ready to move here for the summer. This, however, is a good time of year with no snow on the ground and no plants to take care of. It's a great time for us to be taking down trees. I posted a video the other day about one of the big guys that we had to take down this trip. So check that one out. And the other thing is, well, and particularly because of taking down trees, but just winter conditions in general, it's a good idea in the springtime to go through, check out the electric fence, and make sure that the wires are all in good order, nothing's grounding it out, that the battery on the charger is full and ready to go. So I posted a video on that as well. You can check that one out. So today's job for me was to go through the raspberry patch and do a little bit more pruning. I usually clean it up pretty good, prune everything back in the fall, but I wait until springtime when it just starts to leaf out a little bit and I get some idea of just how vigorous the growth wants to be, and then I'll go through and I'll prune them back again, and then I will do some weeding along the bottom here and tidying it up a little bit. I tightened up the wires. I don't know if you can see on here, we've got a post on either end with 2 rows of wire to try and support the branches, and then we have a post in the center. Kind of creates that reverse tension so that the wires on the left pull tight and the wires on the right pull tight, and they kind of balance each other out, if that makes any sense at all. So I went through and tightened those things up, put some new cross braces in, and then I'm going to come with a couple bags of steer manure and give those roots a good hefty dose of manure. Get them all fed up and ready to produce for the summer. This is probably our #1 most prolific crop, and I have a number of videos from last year and the year before on my channel if you want to go back and look at the raspberries. I'm not a professional raspberry grower, so don't necessarily follow my way of doing things, but just for here on this piece of property, they seem to be pretty darn happy. So I think the other thing, yep, it is starting to rain. The other thing I think we're going to do is head over to the orchard, and I'll show you what's happening down there and what kind of cleanup we need to do to get things ready. So the orchard is another area that the deer love to get into and eat all the new growth off the trees. So before they really start budding out each spring, we need to go through and just make sure that the wires are all solid and good, nothing's grounding out. The other thing we find is that a lot of the fence posts, particularly in the corners, begin to sort of bend, lean inward a little bit. So we've gone through and put some braces on, and then I went through and just checked. One of the wires on the other side was broken, and so tensioning them back up. Some were a little bit short, so I spent some time just making sure all of the wires are running nice and tight, and also were long enough to come all the way around, and for those little handles down there to hook up to the post on the other side. So opened the gate, came in, and we put these Haskap berries underneath little tripods of sorts. I'll show you one of them. And then we wrapped it with some of this deer fencing. That wasn't so much for the deer as it was because the snow tends to come down real heavy, and then rather than just accumulate around the plant, it actually crushes the plant and bends it over. So this is one of the tripods that we built, and then we just wrap them with fencing. And from the looks of it, they came through this winter really well. There's lots of buds on, and the Haskaps are looking happy. We did the same thing over here with Raspberries, and as well, none of the branches got crushed or broken, and everybody's starting to put out new buds. So it is a good thing that we are here right now and able to get the fence back running and protect those, because that is a delicacy apparently to deer. There's another Raspberry over there. Fruit trees are really just starting. This one's actually an almond tree, and I think you can kind of see there are some buds. Maybe a little out of focus. There we go. But they're a little ways behind the berry bushes. This one over here is a peach, and there's really just the tiniest of buds starting to form. So that's good. Get them safe before everything starts to leaf out. So those are the jobs for us for today, other than the ongoing constant job of burning brush. I'll see if you can see behind me here. Yeah, that's going to go on for a long time, trying to get all the branches taken care of before things get really dry and we start to head into fire season here in BC. But anyway, I thought that this was a good opportunity to show you what it looks like to get things ready before growing season. So thanks for watching this video, and if you like it, hit the like button, maybe subscribe. Throw me a comment or a question if you have any, and I'll see what I can do to answer. Anyway, thanks for watching.